So when it comes to your childhood, I want you to know that your version and your experience of childhood is yours. And it doesn't matter what a sibling says, okay? Because somebody said to me, was it yesterday or the day before? I was doing a session, an inner child session, and she went, but it's not what my sisters say. And I went, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that my brother's version of our childhood is completely different to mine, okay? From my brother's perspective, nothing happened. My brother's perspective would be that there was no sexual abuse that happened between myself and my father, and that my version of events in terms of, enmeshment with my mum, in terms of me feeling responsible for my mum, my brother would totally disagree with that. However, I want you to know this. I know what happened in my childhood because I feel it. And that's the biggest message that I want to pass across to you guys today, okay? When you think back to your childhood, does it feel like you were there? And so many of you who've had childhood trauma who follow me, okay, you will have spent a great deal of your childhood being disassociated, which is why you can't remember. So disassociation is where you, for me anyhow, I am choosing to keep myself safe in that moment, and I am choosing to be out of my body. That's my experience, and that's why I was unable to remember my childhood for so long. I can remember all of my childhood pretty much now, okay, but I know that how I experienced my childhood was valid, despite my mum saying to me that you must have made that up. And my dad would say that I was a liar because it doesn't paint them in the biggest picture. And remember that, okay? People will only, who are unhealed, let me just make that clear, okay? People who are not healed will only tell their version of their childhood that makes them come out on top, okay? And it's quite often true when people tell stories about you, it's about painting them in a really good light. And it won't be a true account, okay? So, like this lady said to me on Tuesday, she was like, well, how do I know my version of my childhood is true? And I went, well, whatever you remember is valid. And she went, I don't know what is my version, what my mum said, what my dad said, what my sisters have said. And I went, okay. And this is what I'm just saying to you. Can you feel it? When you look at a photo, can you feel you were there? Can you feel that? Okay? Because a feeling is the truth, and your logical explanation or what you believe you are told, remember, could be somebody else's version of what happened. I could honestly tell you, if I said to my mum, did that happen with my dad? Did my dad do what he did to me as a child? My mum, even though she has told me, yes, she knows that he abused me, she would still, to this day, deny it because my mum doesn't want to heal from what happened in my childhood, So I just feel this is like a really relevant video because I'm coming across quite a few people who are like, I just don't remember. And I want you to know it's okay that you don't remember. And I made a video on this before, okay? I want you to know that when you remember stuff, it's because you are now able to. So you are healed enough to remember whatever it is that happened. And I've talked about this a lot. The body keeps score, guys. Your body will remember what has happened versus what you are logically told. So if your mum or your dad or your brother or your sister says something and it doesn't feel like that was part of your experience, it wasn't. That was their experience. Because remember, in this whole game we're playing, it's all about you. Everything is about you. You are the lead character in this movie that is being created around you. So of course, your experience would be yours. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad that you can't remember. Don't feel bad that your account of your childhood is completely, different. And if people try and invalidate your experience of your childhood, let them. Let people treat you that way. Because honestly, it's on them, not on you. You're not responsible for how someone else views your childhood. But I want you to know this. Your version of your childhood is exactly perfect because it's what you felt and what you experienced at that time when you were having your childhood. I hope this video helps you. Have a great day. I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.